Hello everyone, it's Grizz. I'm in the garage and today I'm repairing the Akaprovic end can. This one had had some damage here. It's what I bought with the titanium downpipes. I've got a replacement carbon fibre part, all original Akaprovic parts, and a band and some rivets, all come from Akaprovic. Aprokovich. So yeah, gonna replace the carbon fibre tip and make this baby ready for sale. Right guys, before we get started, I just want to give you a quick little roundup. At the moment I'm just filming my vlogs using my phone, so no GoPro. The GoPro is broke. The microphone adapter is broke. GoPro are no longer making them new, so yeah, I could get hold of some, but they're expensive. I'd have to wait a long time for them to arrive, and it's only going to be a matter of time until I can't get any, and I'm in a position where I cannot make the vlogs using a GoPro. So with that in mind, I'm changing to a whole new setup. I'm going with a Sony FD-RX 3000, I think it is. Some of you may know about it. Hopefully it's going to bring us some good vids. I think it's got image stabilization, can go up to 4K, only to 30 frames per second, but I film everything in 1080p anyway, so that's fine. I think it does 60 frames per second on 1080p, so that'd be cool. It's HD. It's, you know, I'm not worried about real high quality stuff. Maybe in the future, if the channel gets even bigger, I'll go to 4K or something, you know. But at the moment I want to keep things sensible. As it was, the camera is very expensive, and this is expensive to me, but it's fun for me guys. I'm not moaning about costs and stuff. For the meantime, I've just got some old vlogs that I've not put up on the channel, so I'll put those up. I hope you don't mind seeing the Ducati again. But the Beamer's here in good rude health. I've got a few more vids to come with the Beamer. I've just had arrive from America block off kit, which is for the air recirculation valves. You got one here for the airbox and two metal ones which go on the top of the engine, and that eliminates the air recirculation valve. So I'll do that. I've also got another coil pack because I managed to damage one when I was changing the spark plugs. And still got to do the air sensor, temperature sensor, relocate it. Also, just to go back onto the dyno results, it was best part, what, 187, let's say 190, or let's just say 187 brake horsepower. Some people probably argue that's low. There's a lot behind dynos that can kind of vary the results. I'm happy with it, but I think the bike could be running better, and I've got a funny feeling it might be the damaged coil pack. So I'll be giving the bike a good going over. I've not had much of a chance to do much on the bike, apart from fitting some tank protectors, which I'll show you in a sec, and riding. So anyway, let's get on and do this repair of the exhaust. Now, with the damage on the exhaust, I don't know if you've seen it on the start. It's basically this carbon fibre here. So we're going to replace that. Now, things we're going to need to get the job done are some drill bits, a riveting. It's a rivet tool, a drill for drilling off the top, the heads of the rivet, which will basically enable us to take off the end, put the new one on, and rivet the new one in place. Pretty simple job really guys, but well worth doing. I will sell this when I'm done, by the way. I think I already said to you. Oh, something else you need is protective glasses. You may want to invest in some better protective glasses, some goggles. Grizz isn't very good when it comes to health and safety, but you know, if you're going to do it right. Don't be silly like Grizz. come on, let's get it done. Yeah, the Beamer is here still, waiting for a spanking. It had a spanking this morning, but I've come back in to the cool workshop, to the garage, to get some work done. I fitted these tank pads. What do you think of those? Quite nice, very cheap on eBay. I'll put up the price and the link for those as well. So anyway, let's get this done. Let's get started. Right, so get your glasses on and let's get this thing apart. Now we don't want to get this exhaust damaged. There we go. A bit more bubble wrap. So all we're doing now is put in the drill. Ta-da! All we're doing now is just drilling the tops of these rivets off. Requires a bit of force. There we go, one. That's the first one off. Yeah, so we've got to do that throughout now. Right, so that is it. They're all off, all the way around. All the rivets have been removed. Yeah, I've drilled off the tops of them. All right, so now we can dismantle it. Let's have a little tidy up first. So it's always important, as I said, to wear safety equipment when you're using electrical power tools. All right, let's have a clean up. Job done. Right, that's enough messing about. Now what we need to do now is to remove this strap. If you look on the back of it, it's got the start of it just here, and I'll just give that a little tap with a hammer and a flat-headed screwdriver, and it came apart. So then we can take off the strap like so. Straps off. All right, now we can take the carbon fibre tip off. Really, to be honest, you need a big vice, but you've got to knock this the carbon fibre now out of that sleeve. So we're trying to force all of this sleeve. See this kind of less shinier bit? We've got to push that out of the sleeve now. So just keep hammering. As you can see, I've hammered it more, and we've got more of that tip out. Just keep going, working your way around it, hammering it out, and there she blows. She's off. Yeah. So there is your both parts. All right. So we've got to take out this metalwork here and put that in the new carbon fibre tip, and there is the inners of the old one. I'll give this old one a bit of a clean up. We've got this marking on here. I'll try clean that up if I can before putting it together. Right, so this is day 2. I've had a shave. I've cleaned the things up. We've got everything apart. What have I done? I pulled this off. There was also a rivet stuck in here, which I got out. Can you see that? So yeah, the tip now is off. The old bit is ready for the bin, and we've got the new bit. Let's get the new bit on. All right, so all you do is put it on. Let me see here. Put it on like so, and you'll notice that the carbon fibre has no holes in it, but the other two parts do. Just sit them in like so. I also cleaned up all the metalwork as well of the exhaust and the tip. So that is it, it's in, yeah, and you can't see any damage on this now, which is wonderful. So that's that done. And we had some marking up on this. I put I didn't have an exact match. I didn't have like titanium paint. This isn't perfect, this exhaust, but it's better. I've cleaned it up and it's looking in better condition than when we started off. So yeah, you won't see much of this touch-up paint when the strap's on. So now to get the tip on. Right, tip's in slightly. It takes a bit of jiggery pokery. You got to kind of squash it and manipulate this metal so that it all kind of goes in. But it took a bit of getting in, but it's in, and now I just need to hit it in place because it's not sliding anymore using my hands. So I'm going to use a rubber hammer just on this metalwork and try and get it in without doing any damage. Wish me luck. Get in there. Right. That's it. It's all in. Excuse me. That's in place. All right. So now we've got these holes. We just put a drill bit in there. It's a 5mm drill bit. You could even go up to 5.5, but I noticed that one of them was a 5mm on the actual internal network, which is attached to the inner pipe. So I'm going to go 5mm all round. So that's all the holes drilled. Now we just put the rivets in. Got to fit the band on it, all right, and then the rivets as well after. So I'm going to start off with the second rivet first. That's it. What I've done there, this is like the first starter. I don't want to put one in there because I want to run it all the right way around and put the finishing rivet over the top of that one. So just keep going around with the rivets, putting them in. Now this riveting tool, this is your riveting tool. All you do is you pop the rivet inside, put this end part inside the band and squeeze it. I had to have a little bit of jiggery pokery with this last one because I couldn't get the rivet in. This one lines up kind of perfectly, but the second one didn't. It was off slightly. So I got my drill bit in there and I just made that hole just a little bit wider, and now the rivet fits in. It's not absolutely perfect, but it's on the back of the, sorry, it's not absolutely perfect, but it's on the back of the exhaust, and that'll do me. So let's rivet it in place and job done. Done. So there you go, all wiped down, ready to sell. Yes, it's not perfect. You know, we can see where it's had a little bit of damage there, but it's got a nice new carbon fibre tip on it. It's going to sound good for all intents and purposes. That looks pretty good, doesn't it? Oh God, don't drop it, Grizz. Yeah, and there's a little carbon fibre cover that I'll sell with it. So, pretty happy with that. Nice. Nice job, Grizz. Right, I hope that wasn't too painful to watch. And, you know, wear protective stuff and buy proper stuff, goggles and stuff. Anyway, that's enough stuff. Hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll catch you again. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.